Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Aquarius's mid-month Magic and Manifestation check-in for mid-February to mid-March of 2023. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, feel free to drop a comment below in the comment section. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. I also want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much, and again, thank you so much. I'd also like to remind everybody to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also check out the beginning of the month readings as well as the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Aquarius's path of magic and manifestation for mid-February to mid-March of 2023. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and I only take jumpers from the deck. And while there's moments of silence, while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you might see in your mind's eye. You might hear a word or some song lyrics. You might smell something that reminds you of something. This is all your intuition playing a role in this reading, as we're not together in the physical. I am connecting to your energy, and so your energy is very much a part of this reading. And in a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. All right, 2 more cards, please. All right, we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Hermit card. 1 more, please. One more card, please. Oh boy. 1 more card, please. All right. So the clip in the video is because I had to go behind the table and find the card. All right. So we have the 2 of Wands, the Hermit card, the Queen of Swords, and at the bottom we have the Page of Wands. So you are kind of on the fence as mid-February to mid-March is a time of planning for you. I feel when with the Hermit card, you are kind of spending a lot of this time alone, or at least to yourself, for the most part, as you do this planning for the future here. You're doing a lot of soul searching. You're really, this decision is kind of weighing on you to a certain extent, because you're really needing to kind of take time out to shed light on this choice that you have to make here. And it does appear whatever this choice is has the potential to change your whole world. Now, the choice is, will this change it for the better or the worse? But you are, this is what this time period is for you, as far as manifestations and things like this, is really getting clear about what it is you want. What direction are you going to point your energy into? Because there's this kind of feeling where it's like, okay, there's this point of no return with this choice, to where, like, once you decide that this this is the course. And then we have the Queen of Swords here. So you're trying to weigh this in kind of an unbiased way. You're kind of trying to see it from this outside perspective and be like, well, what is really the best choice? But it does appear that you end up making this kind of like line in the sand of concerning this choice. So you're making a choice, and it's kind of like you are drawing the line in the sand and then stepping over that line. And at the bottom, we have the Page of Wands. Excuse me. So I kind of feel like this is what you're wanting: freedom from something. It is a little unclear as of yet, but it's like what I was saying. Once you make this decision, it's like that old choice or that past situation or option is going to be gone. So this choice really is like this firm mark in the sand. I don't know why I keep using that, but but moving forward, you do have endless potential. There is this thing, you can make this choice and you begin to move forward on your path. And yes, the past is gone. The old situation is gone, but you have endless potential in the fact that you can still change your mind or redirect, but you can't go back. So you can make a different choice moving forward, or like decide that you don't really want this option. And so, but again, you can't go back. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's path of magic and manifestation for mid-February to mid-March of 2023. 3 cards, please. So we have the Fool card, the Knight of Pentacles, oh boy, all right, and the Sun card. And at the bottom we have the Page of Wands. And make sure I press record. Oh my gosh. So with the Fool card, it does appear that you are making this leap and starting this journey. And I kind of feel like you're starting this journey, but I feel like for a lot of you, you're not necessarily going to end up where you thought you were going to end up. It's kind of this... I feel like you're going to be happy where you end up, as we end up with this Sun energy. But this isn't the the course or the path that you thought that this was going to be. But you are embarking on this new beginning, and it is going to require this leap of faith on your part. But your spirit guide, your spirit team is watching and making sure you don't fall off the edge here. So they are keeping an eye. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you feel like this choice has been a long time in the making. And like I said, you may change your mind, but you know at least you're done with this past situation. And so there may be some shadow elements that you need to kind of process here. But this choice it is hard work. There's a lot of shadow elements attached to this choice. This choice is really going to determine your life moving forward. And again, it weighs also because you can't go back once you've stepped forward on this path. So this mid February to mid March may feel a little slow because you're in this processing, you're kind of weighing options. Um, and it does feel like a slow process with this choice here. And then sometimes that's how it has to be. And a lot of times the energy will slow down so that we can have a little bit more space to process these things and work this out. Because you're headed towards this sun energy, the sun card. So you are going to have some enlightenment about the choice that you should make. And I feel like as things go, you're going to have enlightenment that you, for some of you, are not going to want the option that you chose. But like any path, as long as you haven't gone past that point of no return, you can switch your course. You can always change your course. What is that, Led Zeppelin? You can always change the road you're on. So, but you are headed into a more successful, positive kind of fun kind of energy here. And this is part of what you didn't expect would be down the road for you. And here underneath the Page of Wands, we have the Page of Wands again. So again, you are seeking freedom. Freedom from this past and the things attached to them. So there's a certain level of identity attached to this past situation. So some of that is what is going to be left in the past. But you remain. And again, there's endless potential for you moving forward. And I feel like to stay where you're at least, is a stagnant energy. At least to move forward, even if you change your course, at least the current is now flowing somewhere. You're going to end up somewhere, and it does appear you end up in this sun energy. All right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's path of magic and manifestation for mid-February to mid-March of 2023. Three cards, please. We have the Moon, Queen of Cups, the Princess of Discs, and at the bottom we have the Princess of Wands here. Okay, so we have the Moon card here. So you are having a hard time finding your path here. You're really trying to use your intuition to navigate this decision. But because this decision pulls up a lot of, there's fear tied to this, or worry about the decision. And so this kind of clouds the intuition a little bit. And so this is why you're trying to get this broader perspective of it. Because you know that there's some things hidden to you. And I feel like even there's some things hidden from you that you would never expect that are in this sun energy here. But you do feel a little confused here. It's kind of like your gut is telling you two different things. And then we have the Queen of Cups here. So again, you are tapping into your intuition. It is a little clouded initially. I feel like eventually it does become a little bit more clear, and you find yourself more in the flow here. But this is also with the Queen of Cups. This is an emotionally charged time because of this decision that you find yourself in. Then we have the Princess of Discs, the Princess of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite. Well, I guess the Rider-Waite doesn't have princesses, but you are definitely attempting to manifest this opportunity, and it's kind of like this person is kind of like looking down. It's like this person. They're looking down onto what they plan to seize. There's something you have in mind, and you want to seize it, but the emotions and the cloudiness of your intuition is making this very hard for you. Because you do want to be you're wanting to make the practical choice, the one that actually makes sense and you're going to be able to sit with for a while. Then we have the Princess of Wands underneath the Page of Wands here. So again, you are coming into this freedom, but it's like how this person is almost being swept away by this wave of a flame here. This is, I feel like what's going to happen. You're going to make this decision, start out on this path, and then something is going to take place. Something, you're going to find yourself in one of these sun situations, and you're just going to get swept away by the vibe, the bliss. And I feel like a lot of you are going to decide that you're going to change courses at that point. You're no longer going to go for what this choice that was weighing so heavily on you, and you're also not going to the past. So it is a third thing for a lot of you that you're going to find yourself just swept up in. All right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's path of magic and manifestation for mid-February to mid-March of 2023. All right, 9 of Chalices. It's too many. And don't worry, if they're meant to come out, they'll come back out again. 2 more, please. All right. So, Queen of Chalices, another Queen of Cups. 1 more, please. All right, so we have the 9 of Chalices, the Queen of Chalices, and the 10 of Chalices. So this, and at the bottom we have the Magician. So this is a, you are advancing here as you move through this time. And I feel like it is this, what we'll just call, for the sake of the reading, this false decision is what was necessary to at least get you, let's say, out the door on a path to really bring something that is going to really light your world up here. And we have the the Nine of Chalices. So this is definitely this dream come true, wish come true type of energy. So this is kind of what you're asking for. You're kind of asking for this wish come true, and you're in this Queen of Cups kind of energy. And on this deck, this person is having an emotionally hard time. So this is the kind of energy that's going to kind of be the undercurrent here. This is very emotional for you. Because you really just want to be satisfied, and there's something in your life that just feels unsatisfactory to you, and so you are having this emotionally hard time. This is going to make you emotionally stronger, but it is hard for you. And then we have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Chalices. So this is kind of ringing with the vibration like this Sun card is. So there is this this blissful energy. Like I said, I feel like you're going to get swept up in it. And then this is going to change your course altogether. And there's very much this, you're asking for this celebration, essentially. And you start out on the path thinking it's going to be this celebration. And it come to find out it's this Ten of Cups celebration. So like an even better situation and vibration than what you were initially shooting for here. And here at the bottom here we have the Magician card. So the Spirit is wanting you to know you have what it takes. You have the resources and the skills to really create the life that you want to live. And you're going to kind of see how this works. And I feel like once this decision is made and you find yourself being swept up, there's kind of this sigh of relief and almost a looking back of like, I can't believe I was weighing that so heavily and now I'm not even doing that. I'm in this like wave of bliss. But the Spirit is wanting you to remind you, you have what it takes. And where you might be feeling like you are lacking, you have everything that you need. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's path of magic and manifestation for mid-February to mid-March of 2023. Thank you. All right, one more. All right, so we have the Fool card, the Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, and at the bottom we have the Two of Pentacles. So we have another Fool card here. So again, this is kind of repeating the message that it's kind of like one way or another, you are starting this new path. Now the path, it appears, doesn't lead to where you think it does. It leads to someplace better. So this is kind of reminding you to stay in this leap of faith energy. It's not just this quick leap of faith. It's like this extended leap of faith that kind of lasts this whole, from mid-February to mid-March, is like this giant leap of faith for you. But do know that this is the Spirit kind of bringing you home to yourself here, bringing you home to your own harmony, in this energy where you can get swept up. You feel open enough to get swept up in this, and this is what you're being kind of guided to at this point. Now, for a very small percentage of you, now we have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, and both of these are, this is a marriage ceremony, this is a commitment ceremony. But for some of you, that type of higher commitment may be on the table for you. But there is this kind of celebratory energy that you're stepping into. And a lot of these cards have, there's the celebration in these people's honor, but there is a community of people gathered around. So, like I said earlier, you are taking time to yourself. But I feel like when you are out, it's like this kind of celebration type of energy. All of a sudden, you find yourself around a lot of people in this kind of celebratory mood. And it's one of these that you get swept up in the best possible way. And then we have the Three of Wands. So you are expanding out from this Two of Wands type of energy. I feel like during this hermit mode where you're kind of to yourself, you most likely will be getting some foresight around the future. Now, this person on this card has this newspaper open, and the classified ads are open. This person has something circled, and they're looking it up online. So you may be switching jobs for some of you. You may be changing locations, things like this. And for, again, small percentage of you, you may be doing some online dating. They don't put the personals in the newspaper anymore, but you may be doing some online type of dating. So there is a little bit of that in the mix here. And at the bottom, we have the Two of Pentacles here. So there is a few reprioritizations taking place. You're prioritizing one choice over another here, and then you're prioritizing this bliss that you get swept up in over this first initial choice. But you are being adaptable. You're easily kind of going from one to the other once you make this first choice. I feel like this one is kind of like pulling teeth, is the feeling that kind of comes off of it. And for some of you, you might be having some teeth work done. I don't know if that's for anybody, but all right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's path of magic and manifestation for mid-February to mid-March of 2023. 3 cards, please. Thank you. You got me with 4. All right. Thank you. This is the collective of pixies, and this definitely has this celebratory kind of energy, like these pixies are partying down. Excuse me. So this is also the universe asking you to be a willing participant in the process of this. There is a sense this hermit mode is so that you can make this decision, but there's also kind of Don't get me wrong, we've all been there, but there's kind of a hiding from making this choice a little bit in this hermit mode. So there's a necessity to be a willing participant in what you've set into manifestation here. And then we have, oh man, Bodak. That's the only word I can read on there. And that's, all right. So you may find that there is some antagonism, there may be someone in your ear that is trying to kind of manipulate your decision just by little things that they say to you, so that your choice is beneficial to them. So they are tampering with your will to a certain extent. Here we have the Piper. So there is kind of a necessity. The Spirit kind of wants you to bring order to this energy here. And the Spirit is helping you out, but again, being a willing participant. Because the energy feels a little splintered here. And so the Spirit is wanting you to kind of bring this down into kind of one note. It's like if this piper were to play all the notes at once, it would kind of sound like a cacophony. And so to bring it down to this one note, this one focus laser of energy, is really going to help you out. But there's definitely something calling you here. Then we have Geo the Slow. So this is this slow movement of this time period. The Spirit is asking you to be patient and jump on opportunities when they appear. But it does feel like part of this is this slow-moving energy so that you can process this decision and make a sound decision. But don't get me wrong again, it feels like there's you're milking this a little bit, and that the quicker you get out of this hermit mode and make this decision, the quicker everything begins to move. It's like this hermit mode is almost like a stall here, and the energy is wanting to move forward. So you have to be a willing participant in this, and really you have to be the one to step forward. And when you step forward, things begin to move. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's path of magic and manifestation for mid-February to mid-March of 2023. Three cards, please. Thank you. All right, one more. Thank you. All right. So, it says season, create, and unfolding here. So there's a season for everything here, and this appears to be your kind of season to kind of process this thing and be in this process of this decision and changing this decision and this kind of back and forth. This is this season for you. Now, I feel like when this spring kind of hits on the other side of this, it's like more beautiful than you could ever imagine. It's like so much bigger than what you expected spring would be. But the Spirit is putting this here to let you know that this is just a season. This is temporary energy. But you have a lot of control in the flow and how quickly things move by how long you stay in this hermit mode. And then we have create here. So the Spirit is also asking you while you're in this hermit mode to continue to manifest towards the future. What do you really want? And make it very clear. Now, there's a big pen on this card, so you might be writing out your intentions. You might be doing some kind of spell work or sigilization or any many ways that you can use a pen to set manifestations into motion. That would be really helpful for you, and this unfolding and to watch how this unfolds for you. Because again, the season is about to change. Set these manifestations while the energy is moving a little slow so that when things click into gear and start moving pretty fast, you already have some of these things set in place and you can watch how this co-creation unfolds for you. Also, this is this unfolding of this, essentially this new life for you, but also this new life path. And so it's like with nature, like a growing plant. Now, of course, with a bonsai, you can control how it unfolds or how it grows. But in nature, in the natural flow and harmony of things, you can't control the unfolding or the way a flower blooms. You can't control that. And so that's kind of what is taking place here. It does appear that when you get swept up in this bliss, it's like then you allow things to really unfold naturally. It's like you surrender to the flow of the universe at that point. All right. Please give us 3 cards. How does this translate to the mundane sphere? How does this translate to our everyday life? 3 cards, please, for our Aquariuses. Child. All right, so we have child, foe, doctor, and scholar. So for some of you, you may be, especially with some of these kind of love connection type of energies here, some of you may be weighing the options of if you want to have a child now, you want to wait till later. That's just for a small percentage of you. This is also speaking about this new beginning that you find yourself on. It's like you're unfolding. You're kind of becoming anew as you get swept up in this. Now, there is that little birdie in your ear that's trying to dissuade you from making a decision that would potentially leave them out in the cold or with less or things like this. So this is this foe here for you, is that that person. You will know them because they really want to put their 2 cents into this decision with you, because they want to make sure that you make an outcome that is suitable for them. So this is definitely somebody who is really not in your corner, and we all have our own decisions to make. But if it was me, I would cut that person out. But that's just me. And then we have a doctor. So this is gonna this time to yourself is also a healing time. As some of you may be having health issues and you are in recovery also at this time. This may be where some of this hermit mode is coming from. I feel like a little bit, but most of it is a hesitation. And then we have scholar. So I feel like this is kind of you in this hermit mode, really doing a lot of research, study, looking things up online. If you're looking for a new job or a house, you're definitely doing that. But I feel like on a deeper level, you're kind of digging into some some esoteric type of literature, occult literature. Some spiritual literature, we'll just say, and you're really taking it in on this deeper level. You're most likely taking notes and things like this, and I feel like this is in part where this inspiration to create comes from, because you're kind of learning, like, oh, well, if I do that and if I do that, or something you read in this book is very much like something you're already doing, and this just adapts it a little bit. So that's what it is. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what would you like to leave Aquariuses with for what is on their path of magic and manifestation for mid-February to mid-March of 2023. What would you like to leave Aquariuses with for a final parting message? 3 cards, please. Thank you. Two more cards, please. That's too many. All right. 2 more cards, please. Thank you. One more, please. So we have 4 of Cups. We have another King of Pentacles here. One more, please, for our Aquariuses. Oh my gosh. One more, please, for Aquariuses. Thank you. All right. So, like I said, we have the 4 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and at the bottom we have the 6 of Swords. So this is you feeling unsatisfied with what you have at the beginning of mid-February. And so you're really focused on what you don't have. And like I said earlier, you have everything you need to accomplish what you want to accomplish. And you're asking, and you kind of feel like, I need this little extra boost from the spirit. So you have been asking, and you are receiving here. But there is this importance to take your attention off of this lack. And I feel like it is kind of this sense of lack that has you in this hermit mode for so long, because you're kind of looking to what you don't have, and this is creating some worry. But if you look towards the divine, you'll see that you're being offered exactly what you need to move forward. But I feel like once you take your attention off of this lack, that's when you get out of this hermit mode and you begin to move forward with a lot of speed here. We have the King of Pentacles, so this is going to take a lot of discipline on your part. And it feels like you're going to have to do a little extra here while you're in this hermit mode and moving forward. But you are headed towards wealth and abundance. You are getting the mental clarity necessary to make this big leap of faith forward. And you're moving forward with your truth. At the bottom, we have the Six of Swords. So this is a rite of passage for you. This decision is, but also this whole process here is this rite of passage for you. So you are in this transition, and the Spirit is really asking you to let go of the past, let go of any burdens that you may have that may be slowing you down, like this little birdie in your ear is intentionally slowing you down. Now, there may be other moving pieces that are also slowing you down, but to really let these things go, as this passage across this water would be a lot quicker if they didn't have all these boats, or it didn't have all these swords in the boat. Also, if a wave were to come and rock, all these swords would fall and cut everybody on the boat. So there is an importance in really dropping these burdens of the past and leaving them on the shore behind you. Don't take them to the other side with you. All right. Let's see what's underneath Dar. All right, so there is some looking back with a little bit of regret here with the Five of Cups. Again, you're kind of looking at this lack, or what you may feel has opportunities or potentials may have spilled out for you, or this type of like, I'm running out of time type of energy here. But again, the Spirit is asking you to look at what you still have, look at what is available to you, and take what you have, because what you have is enough, and take it across this river of emotion here to the other side, to this castle in the background, because that's what's waiting for you is sanctuary. And it does appear it's sanctuary of bliss. And when you do that, when you do finally look at what you do have, and you see what the divine is handing you and has already handed you, you begin to move forward, like I said, with a lot of speed. And you become very driven on your path here. So again, with this kind of creative energy moving forward, and this is like this creative energy of the heart space here. So this is also, I feel like, going to be an important aspect of this being in this hermit mode. You're also you're creating manifestations and working on things like this, but you're also just you're using this time to be creative. Now, whether you are a chef, or you paint, or you write poetry, or you create fashion, or you make beats, or whatever you do, you're really doing this from the heart space. And this is very healing for you. And this creativity may even be the doctor that this card, other card, was speaking about. All right. All right, and so we have another 10 of cups. We have 2 10 of cups here. So 10 is the number of completion. There is a completion coming at some point, mid February to mid March, and it does feel like it is when you get swept up in this bliss energy. Like the sun energy, you're just getting swept up in it, and it changes the course of your whole life in kind of the best possible way ever. And you find yourself in this celebratory kind of 10 of cups. Your cups are overflowing. Your inner child is able to come out and be seen and appreciated. And I feel like if you could turn these people around, they would have tears streaming down their face with these tears of bliss. And I feel like this is kind of you, swept up in this bliss of just like, wow. So this is the kind of energy that you find yourself moving into in the next coming months. So I'm really excited to see what the March reading and the mid-March reading has for you, because that is that 10 of Cups. So Aquarius, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement. It can always be hard to make these life-changing decisions, but again, like the Spirit says, you have what it takes. You have everything you need to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. However you're taking this in, you are truly most appreciated. And Aquarius, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.